evening, everyone. The highlights of the news this Thursday. Traffic accidents. Beaver County.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Snodacast. I'm your host, BlackChat56. I am joined by the one, the only, the undying HungryHufflepuff, aka Allie.
Congratulations on surviving another week, everyone.
Yes, surviving. That's the word I'd use. And of course, we're also joined by
It's
the
accurate at this
wonderful.
point.
Yeah, we're also joined by the wonderful DJ Lionheart, aka Leo,
Hey guys.
and the Hawaiian shirt-clad warrior himself, Gallows, aka Thomas.
Yo, what's up?
All right. Be sure to click the link for the GoFundMe to get Gallows more Hawaiian shirts. If only
Hey,
we
you
had-
never can have.
never can have too many Hawaiian shirts. Alrighty then. Well, we can't do a normal
Too
episode of
much.
the podcast without talking about weekly updates. So I gotta ask the age-old question of how's everybody's week? So Allie, we're gonna start with you. What adventures in Amazon do we have today?
So, let me tell you about the bullshit of the past 2 weeks.
Fire. Sorry.
Tempting.
I already have that issue.
So
So
when I
think
moved-
of something else.
When I moved up here from Texas, my social security card went missing,
Oh shit.
which is a bit of an issue.
Yes.
Went to the social security office, got the receipt, put in for another one, got the receipt, used that for the hiring process at Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Because 3 people that, with ADHD in the same apartment, nothing important gets done. Social security card ended up getting sent back.
Oh
You're
shit.
fucking kidding.
What the?
Oh,
So about a month and a half ago, I went to the social security office here in Muncie, put in for another one, got it. But in the interim, I took that receipt to HR saying, okay, here's the situation. Here's the receipt. Can we stop me getting emails saying I need to take care of this? Well, just tell them that about, okay, fine. So I was told by the company that Amazon outsources their I-9 bullshit to, which I-9 is the stuff dealing with Social Security, that I needed to, I could either file it through them when I got the Social Security card or take it to HR.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm going to take the easy route, take it to HR.
Mhm.
When I took it to HR, I was told, oh, we don't do that here. So I said, okay. Now, I have ADHD, as I've said before, and I completely forgot about it until 2 weeks ago when I was put on suspension for not having my I-9 completed.
Oh, shit.
Here's the thing. No calls, no emails for the entirety of that month and a half saying that I needed to get it done.
That's some bullshit.
So I spent a week arguing over emails with the company that Amazon outsources the I-9 bullshit to because they were convinced that I was a new hire. And I'm sitting here trying to explain to them that no, I have been working for Amazon for 3 months. So last Thursday, I went in. And within 5 minutes of me talking to them, my social security card was scanned. I was told it would take 24 to 48 hours to put me back on the schedule, and to be checking the schedule until then. All well and good. Fine. Everything's taken care of as far as I'm aware. So Friday, I wake up at my normal time when I have work. I check the schedule. I'm still not on it. I check it up until 7 a.m. when I'm supposed to clock in. Still not on the schedule. I check it at noon. Check it again at 3:30, which is the absolute latest, which is actually past the time it would have had to be for me to actually go there and get any time in. Still not on the schedule. I check it at 7:30 p.m. to see if I'm going to be on the schedule for tomorrow. And I'm on the schedule, yes. But I have a full shift scheduled for the Friday that was.
For the Friday that was.
For the Friday that I was checking the schedule at 7:30 p.m. past the time that my shift ended.
Wow. If you got a write-up for that, you should sue.
Oh shit.
Oh no! First thing I did on Saturday was go in and talk to HR, saying, "Okay, this needs to be taken care of because I'm not getting fired over this bullshit."
No. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, that wasn't on you. It's their fault.
It got taken care of.
That's good.
That's good. All right. So, Leon, hopefully you have better news.
Not really.
Fuck!
Well, if people are keeping up on the news, at least for my area, there's a huge fire going down across the California-Oregon border. Right now, I am sitting at a level 2 for evac, so not in danger, but close to it where I may or may not I may have to leave. Thankfully, not yet. Things are being taken care of the best. Our fire department and several other fire departments all over Oregon, all over California, and I believe last time I heard some from Washington, some from Idaho, and some from Nevada as well. Are working night and day for making sure this gets under control. Sadly, flight they haven't been able to do anything from the air because the smoke is so thick, and a lot of people are complaining. But the thing is, they have to have certain conditions where they're able to fly, and the smoke is preventing those situations. Which, yes, I agree, it fucking sucks, but they have to have safety for them too. So
Exactly. Yeah, you can't expect them just to run into danger and
yeah,
all that fun
even
shit.
though that is what they do all the time with these type of situations, but they still have to protect themselves. And they just ordered, as of I want to say an hour or two ago, that they added more fire engines to our area as safety precaution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
hopefully things get better. The other day there was some rain. There were some winds coming from the south, which I know when you say winds and people see fires, they think it's bad, but
Could mean it's moving in another direction. So
yeah. The winds yesterday were moving south, so when the fire's coming this way and the winds are doing this, it's gonna knock out the fire at least a little bit.
yeah, it'll help out a good chunk of it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Yeah. Sadly, Southern California's hurricane issue did not help us really at all. We were getting the tail end of some winds there. Wish we had their rain, even though it was bad rain. At least it would have been some rain, but
Yeah.
just keep hoping that I won't have to evac. Otherwise, I don't know when the last time I'll be on the podcast or being able to do anything else.
Well, if that does happen, just keep us posted. You know,
Mhm.
we'll respect everything. We'll keep asking you and everything, but we're not gonna do it to an annoying degree, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, Gallows, give me some goddamn good news. How was your week?
It was good. I got a new job. I started
Good.
Saturday. It's pretty good. Only to I don't. So we have a place called the Quarry. Okay, it's an old factory that got turned into like a strip mall, basically. Like a big old giant theater. Well, in one of the areas, I do patrol around there, and basically that's it. So I got a new job, and pretty much that's all that's happened. I work Friday through Sundays. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's not too bad. Friday through Sundays. I mean, that's decent money right there. So
I'm sorry, he
Alright.
glitched out when he said strip mall, right? Because all I heard was
yeah, he said.
okay.
Yeah,
all I
no, he
heard
said
was
strip
strip.
mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he said strip mall. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
I just heard strip and it cut out. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
yeah. Well,
Also,
so anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go directly into now show. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Obviously, we gotta ask how my week was going. It's been going fine. Typical work stuff. It actually, as of recording, Friday will be my birthday. So by the time this premieres, I would have already turned 24. So there we go.
Still small
so
child.
fucking young.
Shut the fuck up. I hate each and every one of you. God damn. Anyways,
It's a lie and you know it.
Hey, you called me an
No,
old
that's
bitch
what
earlier,
you
so
This is true.
Right
This is
now?
true. This is true. I did call you a little bitch, Allie. I did. So you're still one.
yes, but I'm an old cool bitch,
You say old crooked
and I own
bitch?
that shit.
anyways so as of this premiering, I should be turning 24 or I should already be 24. And yeah, so as of this recording, I am not yet 24. So here's to hopefully I live till that long. I mean, I should live for 3 days, but yeah, anything can happen.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, I do have other good news. I possibly am going to be getting a new job. So that's going to be interesting for sure. It's finally in the field that I actually have a certificate of completion for. It is an HVAC job. And all I'm doing right now is I'm in the background check process. I got to go do a drug test at some point. And then from there, I pretty much got to pick a day to go do orientation. I'm good to go at that point. This job starts out paying $18.75 an hour.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the best paying job I've ever had. So here's to hoping that it sticks. And here's to hoping I can still have enough time to do all this stuff as well.
Mhm.
But that being said, we're gonna go ahead and go directly into now showing. We sorry, I'm letting Allie give herself a little bit of a couple seconds. So I'll say it. I'll say it again. We're gonna go into now showing. This week for now showing, we have Gran Turismo, the adaptation of an actual true life story of a Gran Turismo player getting the chance to race for Nissan. And so he did. So yeah, obviously, don't look up the story before you go. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of stuff. It's like, well, then I already know what happens. So it's going to ruin some of the tension. But I've been hearing a lot of positive things. I've been hearing it's not reinventing the wheel, obviously, for racing films and underdog stories. But there's enough of a style with this movie that I've heard it's worth seeing, especially because Neil Blomkamp is kind of found like a cool niche for him to go back into, which is a breath of fresh air. Because to be perfectly honest, he really didn't find his niche after District 9.
Yeah.
He's actually supposed to direct an Alien movie too.
Interesting.
Was he the one who got turned into the alien, or was he one of the other characters?
Neil Blomkamp? No. Neil Blomkamp is the director of District 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the director of District 9, Chappie, Elysium, and there's one more. No, I think that's it.
Oh, the post-apocalyptic movies.
Yeah, primarily in South Africa. Yeah, they're primarily in South Africa, except for Elysium. I think Elysium is like somewhere else. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, no, I've been hearing good things about this movie. Once again, I've also been told it's not reinventing the wheel, but there's a lot of fun performances. There's a lot of unique style to this. So yeah, what are y'all's thoughts on it? Do you plan on seeing it at some point, or?
I would more likely wait until
Maybe.
for streaming. Honestly,
Fair
I
enough.
mean, look, I think he's a good director because I really do like all the movies he's created. So Elysium, Chappie, and District 9 were really good movies to me.
Didn't
honestly.
really like Chappie.
Same.
Chappie was interesting.
It was interesting. I just didn't
Chappie
like
had
it.
his moments, but I still thought it was a good movie.
Oh no, it had its
Honestly.
moments where it was good, but like beyond that, no. I enjoyed Elysium, as forgettable as it was, better. Obviously, District 9 is the best, but
Yeah.
I digress. I actually need to get that movie again.
I mean,
I might see
with that
this.
type of director, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
All right.
Uh,
Leon?
I might see it. I don't know. I've honestly have never been a big fan of racing games, which is what this is based off of.
Yes, but
Racing
it's a true
movies.
story.
Yeah, I know. Racing when it comes with racing movies, they're kind of hit and miss for me. So up in the air for right now. May or may not see it. Like obviously at this moment, I'm not doing any of that, but
Right.
I'll probably wait till it gets to streaming if I do decide to watch it.
Okay. Allie?
Honestly, this isn't my kind of movie.
Fair enough. All right. Well, you can check out Gran Turismo in theaters on August 25th, which by the time this is recording, it should already be out for a day. So check it out if you're interested. All right. So now we're going to go into a new segment. My buddy Ty decided to get a little bit of a segment going, and we are going to go ahead and introduce it as Ty's Gaming News Center. Ty?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Quick Gaming News. Also, Ty's Gaming Corner. Welcome. My name is Ty, also known as Creepin' on YouTube, and today I have some breaking news. So, it has been broken on Instagram and Twitter that Mr. Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, Luigi, and so many others in the Nintendo community, has decided to step down from the voice of Mario to become the Mario ambassador. Honestly, this comes with heavy hearts from a lot of people being sad and kind of disappointed that he is stepping down, but he's been doing this for 50 plus years, knows how long. I've had the pleasure of meeting this man at Dallas Fan Expo where, I managed to actually tell him, hey, thank you for making my childhood and so many others. And believe me when I tell you, he appreciates every single one of you. And I know as a Mario ambassador, he will make sure that his legacy is not dead. Until next time, in Quick Gaming News and Ty's Gaming Corner, I've been creeping. Stay blessed.
All right. Now, on to the topics of the night. We're going to go ahead and talk about Blue Beetle getting positive reception despite box office reports. So, I actually did get to go see Blue Beetle this last weekend, and it's pretty enjoyable. As somebody who's not primarily, I know it's not really made for me. I know it's, it's made for everybody, but it's primarily for the Hispanic and Latino community, which is perfectly fine. I still got a good kick out of it because I do have a lot of, I do have some experience with the Hispanic and Latino community as well. And there was some references that I got. There was some shit that I didn't get. It is what it is. But it was still an enjoyable movie. I mean, hell, I got that at AMC, and that is a popcorn bucket backpack. So
Yeah.
think about that. Like, I actually went out of my way to try and go ahead and get that. So, yeah. Highly recommend this movie if you haven't seen it already. Let's go ahead and make sure that we do give it support, because for those of you that are curious, yes, this is going to be technically the first official film of the DCU, the new James Gunn reboot, but it is unfortunately piss poor marketing right now, and yeah, a lot of people just don't have faith in it because they're like, well, what's the point if it's just going to be rebooted anyways? No, this is actually going to lead into the next line of DC movies. So give it some support. Now if you want to not give support to Aquaman 2, go right ahead. I have kind of an interest in seeing it. I may bootleg it. I don't know. Not that we condone bootlegging.
I'm glad this movie is actually getting good
reviews.
Good reviews, because Blue Beetle is actually a really good character.
Well, and especially because this is the third iteration of Blue Beetle, and they actually don't shy away from that. There was 2 other versions of Blue Beetle. There was Ted Kord and his professor, and so Ted Kord actually has a heavy shadow over Jaime Reyes. I mean, it's not really until the beginning, and then disappears till about the last 2 halves of the movie. So yeah, no, there's a heavy shadow of Ted Kord in this movie. So yeah, no, I mean, they don't shy away from it. They do make it realize. They do help anybody realize that this is not the first Blue Beetle.
Which is good.
Oh yeah. So also George Lopez is hilarious. I'm sorry, he steals the fucking show every time he's on the scene.
It's
I mean, it's George Lopez.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
yeah, he is definitely one of also my favorite comedians
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. So yeah, I'm really glad it's doing as well as it is right now. I know a lot of
Not box
people.
office wise. I know. I can tell you that.
Yeah, not box office wise, but that's just because of everything else going on the world, which is why the marketing for the movie is down. So
No,
I'm
there was
glad
little to no
it's
marketing before this movie came out, is what I'm trying to say.
well, yeah,
Like, the
because
marketing for this movie sucks.
isn't that because of the strike?
No.
Really?
It was even,
I,
they've been pushing marketing even before the strike happened.
I thought it was just added on from the strike, but I'm glad it's still getting
I mean, that's
recognized
part of it,
as it
too.
can.
Yeah.
And I
Also,
do,
Gallows is out for the evening. His phone keeps
yeah,
messing up.
yeah.
Once again, we're professionals.
Professionals at the making. Um,
Yep.
But yeah, I'm glad it's doing as well as it is. Hopefully, it doesn't do horrible in the box office. Yeah, I would if I was in a different position right now. I would go see it in theaters, but at this point in time, I can't. But
Right.
hopefully soon. Hopefully
Right.
before it gets out of theaters.
Yeah, absolutely. I plan on trying to see it again at some point. I just don't know when. So I'll probably catch it on like a Tuesday or something. I have no idea. But that all depends on what all's exactly going to happen. So here's to hoping.
Right.
All right. Any more thoughts, comments, concerns on Blue Beetle getting good reception but terrible box office? Allie?
I mean, let's be honest. This isn't the first time that a movie has gotten good reviews despite the box office.
There's a lot of movies that do that.
Yeah, that is true. I believe it's sitting at a. All right, everyone. Well, unfortunately, we did have a couple of losses. We lost Allie, and then, of course, obviously, we lost Gallows earlier. But we have our true replacement over here, Locke, who is currently being an asshole by drinking on camera.
You don't know what it is.
I didn't say. Okay. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and go into our next topic, which is a new game is coming out called Clockwork Revolution. We actually just got the trailer for it, and it actually does not look that bad, to be perfectly honest. It really doesn't.
No, I agree. It looks interesting. It's got that steampunky feel, kind of
Oh,
like
dude, yeah.
crap. I can't. Not
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Syndicate, and there was another one, and I can't remember the name of it for the life of me right now. Oh, BioShock. There we go.
Yeah,
Bioshock,
like
yeah.
Yeah,
to me, it looks like a mixture of BioShock Infinite and Dishonored.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I was getting to.
Yeah,
I was definitely getting a
that's-
Dishonored vibe for sure.
yeah. When I saw the trailer, I definitely had some Dishonored vibe to it, even though I've
Mhm.
never played Dishonored, but I've watched people play it, and it looks pretty damn good.
No, yeah.
It's
When
more
I
so
get
the art style and like the theme of it, because in Dishonored, it's very much steampunk-esque, Victorian
Mhm.
age robotics. You have
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff, and what I'm assuming is the main villain, the guy with the swept-out mutton chops.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he's the main villain, yeah.
He looked like the art style looks like Dishonored.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
I think it might be from the same team as Dishonored, if I'm not mistaken. I don't necessarily know off the top of my head, but if it's a very, it is a very, the very least, it is a very similar art style. That's to say the least.
Actually, it's from the same people that did the Wasteland games.
Oh shit! Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's In Exile Entertainment.
All right. Well, yeah, I love the steampunk vibe for sure. It definitely looks like a lot of fun. Hopefully, it's not an incomplete game and full with microtransactions.
What?
right.
People don't do that. What are you talking about?
I can name 5 games right now that have done that in the past 2 years.
I can name 5 games that did that in like 6 months.
There you go. You proved my point, sir.
Well, it was sarcasm.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I guess that was just be sure to check it out if you haven't already. And yeah, I mean, I guess it was just a very short topic. All right, on to one that I know Leon's gonna not stop talking about. We have our first official teaser for Good Burger 2, which is going directly to Paramount Plus, and we have no idea what the plot is.
That's probably like the only thing that made me smile out of this week because of everything going on was getting that teaser for Good Burger 2. The Burger Mobile looks fantastic. To me, it looks a little bit different than what it originally looked like from the original Good Burger movie, which is fantastic. Yeah, obviously, Keenan and Kel are back together, and who doesn't love that?
No, yeah, exactly.
Wasn't the first Good Burger like a late '90s movie?
Yeah,
I
late
think it was
90s.
mid 90s. I thought it was mid
Late
90s.
mid. Let me double check that.
Yeah, I want to say I think it was like mid to late 90s.
97.
Okay, so late 90s then.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Fair enough.
yeah, I'm interested to see what they're gonna go with this plot. So obviously it's gonna be funny because Good Burgers always had a good, like even the first one had great casting along with Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, I need to rewatch. I haven't watched it in years, but was it really
Same.
even much of a plot to Good Burger 1?
Vague.
Not really. Like
Yeah.
there was, but there also wasn't. There was like couple other things.
Yeah.
Somewhere in my room, I actually have the orange VHS version
yeah.
of it. I don't have.
I
the
had
cape
that of the
anymore.
Rugrats movie.
I did too. I had that
Same,
with the
yeah.
Rugrats movie. Yeah.
Sadly, don't have the case for it anymore, which really sucks.
Yeah.
But
You just make one.
right.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not that hard. Just go get a white VHS case and then get the insert, like get the dimensions for a VHS insert and just get the Good Burger one on there and you're good to go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Make it look as
But-
bootleg as possible.
Exactly.
Just don't call it good burger anymore. It's bad burger with Keenan.
Yeah.
Or Good Burger.
Good
To avoid
Burger.
copyright,
Yeah.
change one letter.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, but I'm excited for this, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, no, I'll definitely check it out if I ever get the opportunity to get Paramount Plus ever again. Honestly, I really don't see any point anymore because they took off Yellowstone. They have the prequels, but they took off Yellowstone off of Paramount Plus. I'm like, why?
Look.
Why would you do that?
My mother has an account. She lets me use it.
I mean, I tried to watch Picard season 3. It was fine, but aside from that, don't really see a point in much of anything. My mom has it because my parents both like Yellowstone, and then of course she likes Star Trek. So
you just ask for the login information.
no, they refuse to. They're like dead center on like they're dead straight on not password sharing because they don't want to get charged extra and possibly quote unquote break the law because that is a law.
Weird.
Very
I'm
weird.
glad I'm in Canada.
Give me some actual Canadian bacon, damn it.
Okay.
Also, hey, it's your fault that Leon's state is on fire right now. No, I'm kidding.
I'm pretty sure that's the wrong side of Canada that he's on.
Yeah, I know. I'm messing around.
Legally, I'm not obligated to answer that.
You
Anyways,
could fit somewhere else then.
Yeah. With Good Burger, obviously, it's it's a classic franchise, or at the very least, it's a classic skit. The fact that they're bringing them back, I don't know, man. I don't know why they would still be working at Good Burger at this point. I understand why Ed would, but I think Ed would be the manager at this point.
Maybe now they own like a franchise of it.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah. Who the hell knows? Anyways, going from that, we're going to go into our next one, which is Baldur's Gate 3 apparently is getting a lot of negative and positive reaction. Negative from the studio execs that actually make a shitload of other bad games that we were talking about earlier. And of course, positive retrospects from everybody who's ever played it. So this game, I'm telling you, I've yet to play it, but I'm tempted to because even though I've never played any of the other Baldur's Gate games, I know that this is based off of D&D, and I know that this game has no microtransactions. It has hours upon hours of replayability, and it's actually a really good story, and it's a good game. It looks good. There's like little to no bugs in it, and it's interesting.
Yeah,
So
I haven't heard anything negative. I've heard a lot of positives. Like I've seen videos on TikTok where like someone took the time and made bunch of characters of Vox Machina and the Mighty Nine and Baldur's
yeah,
Gate. And I'm like,
yeah,
that's amazing.
that is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean this is definitely going to be a big industry. Now, of course, a lot of people are saying don't expect this to be the industry standard for every game. I'm like, I don't expect it to. I don't expect every industry game to take 10 to 12 years to make. But the biggest thing is
It
I
was
just want
only
little to
in
no.
beta for like 6 years. That's not
Yeah,
exaggerated.
okay. But yeah, my thing is just like, look, I just want a game that feels like I paid what I got my monies for, instead of just becoming a beta tester whenever it comes out, and then you
Right.
patch the shit out of it later, and then maybe like a year or two later it's actually playable.
Yeah.
But well, okay, let's say in Call of Duty's aspect, but then by then you're already on the next game.
Yeah.
You're actually on 2 games depending on that, and it's like, and then now, because even though it's playable now, there's just so many fucking hackers that it's impossible to play. It's like, dude, what the hell is the problem with that?
Mhm.
Like, I get that you want to make as much money as possible, and I completely understand it to a degree. You're still greedy bastards, fuck you, but still, I get it. But it's like, dude, just give us a complete fucking game.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't give us a beta testing for 5 or for the whole full price. Like, now games are getting up to $60 to $70 to $80 depending on what you get it for.
Yeah, and
Like,
they're
why?
honestly they're terrible. There's full of
Yeah.
glitches, and it's like
Yeah.
that was the main reason I never bought, and I still haven't bought to this day, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because there was glitchy as all hell.
I heard the last game was pretty glitchy too.
Yeah, that was the last one, Pokemon
Oh,
Scarlet
was
and
it
Violet.
Scarlet and Violet?
Yeah,
Oh,
those were
that was
like
a different one.
real
I
glitchy
haven't
as all
kept up
hell.
with Pokemon games in years.
I'm right there with Locke.
But I can speak on behalf of Baldur's Gate because since it came out, I put about 55, almost 60 hours into it.
Doesn't surprise me.
So I didn't even pay for it. A buddy of mine bought it for me back when it
Oh,
was
that's
in
sweet.
beta.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I want
Mhm.
somebody to play this with, and I think you'll like it because it's like Divinity, and you've played a lot of Divinity, so here you go.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there is it is very much D&D esque, very
Mhm.
much 5e esque. The origin characters, they all have they have a lifelike feel to them.
Mhm.
Aside from the romance aspect, which Larian Studios has even come out and said, yeah, we put it on a little heavy.
Yeah, I
Because
heard
the
something about
world
that.
speed record for the
Getting
intimate
into the
scene,
sack.
yes,
Getting into the sack.
for
Yeah.
getting some is like 4 minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's very D&D esque. Yeah.
So it's very much that they even admitted, yeah, we laid it on thick,
Yeah.
but there's also a lot of other things that are fun with it. Like the multiplayer is it's very well, like it works very well. It's seamless. There were a couple of bugs and everything, but they've sorted it out as far as I know. Like one of the bugs was that if you were to join a friend's game, your character could not leave that game. It could not leave the party.
Okay. That's a little weird.
Interesting.
So, and it wasn't like that in beta. So
Hmm.
something happened in the transition in the full release that it made it like that.
Well, at least
Mhm.
they what's the studio behind this? I forget their name.
Larian Studios.
Larian Studios. At least they got onto it as quickly as possible.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So there you go.
And the amount of things that you can exploit in it, like a couple of the abilities, I'm sure you guys have seen it, the Owl Bear Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have an ability that makes they don't take fall damage, but the damage of landing on somebody increases with weight and distance. So you enlarge the owl bear that's already hundreds of kilos
Yeah.
to make it bigger and heavier. Then you have it jump from 150 feet in the sky and they land and just kill things instantly.
That's awesome. I love that.
That's total D&D right there.
Oh,
That is
100%.
100%. Yeah, no, I literally saw a TikTok a while ago, and it was like what most people think D&D is.
All right, so I go ahead and cast a saving throw for my paladin to defeat the dragon.
And it's like what D&D is really like. All right, so we're gonna roll to see who's the most fuckable character.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's
And
D&D.
and a lovely
Mhm.
thing about it is that each of the certain races have different interactions with certain types
Yeah.
of events. Different classes have different interactions. Different subclasses have different interactions.
Okay.
And there's very early in the game when you meet Will, who
Mhm.
is the Blade of Frontiers. He is a warlock. You're talking to him, and if you are a dragonborn,
Mhm.
you can speak as if you are a dragonborn. Like you have a certain dialogue. As a monk, I found this out earlier. You talk to a weaponsmith, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not much for weapons. I use my hands." And the only kind of people that can have that dialogue are monks.
Hmm.
So
Okay, that's cool.
it's very well thought out. It's very planned. There's hundreds of hours worth of content in it.
Yeah, absolutely. So
My
it
only
definitely-
gripe is that the highest level you can get to is 12.
That's not too bad though.
I want level 9 spells, damn it.
Okay.
Yeah. I get that. I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole idea why they didn't go higher is because balancing issues.
Yeah.
Because meteor swarm, for example. Let me just summon meteors from a mile away and nuke everything.
Yeah.
How do you implement that into a game?
That's a fair
Yeah.
point.
Most in D&D, most the crazy spells and broken spells are after level 12 anyway, so
Yeah. When you
There
start
you
getting
go.
into 8th and 9th level spells, but even then most D&D campaigns they don't get much higher than level 12.
That is true.
yeah.
I think the
So-
percentage is I think it's below 3% of games actually get to level 20.
All right.
So
Then.
Mhm.
but now then the modding community comes in and says, "Hey, you can get to level 20 with multi-classing." So
Yeah.
there's
I can see it.
workarounds. There's things that if you want to do it this way, you can. If you want to do it that way, you can. And the thing that shocked me the most is the bear sex scene.
Okay.
You sleep with a bear. Not like a big burly man, but I mean a literal four-legged bear.
I think Christian broke because he can't. I don't know. He just can't.
I've lost a little bit of faith in humanity and what was left of my innocence. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I'm glad I
Yeah.
could do this for you.
Fucking dick. All
But
right.
again,
Well,
D&D.
there you
again,
go. D&D.
D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Boulder's Gate in general has been in the D&D world for a number of years now. So
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that
It's-
it finally
it's-
got a game, that's great. You know.
that's more based around what D&D is nowadays
Mhm.
Mhm.
is interesting, and honestly, it looks great.
Yeah.
And I will
And-
say that there's been some talk and everything about if you want to play as one of the origin characters where it feels like it should have been the main character,
Mhm.
play as a character known as the Dark Urge.
Okay.
They can play as any race, you can customize them completely, any class, there's nothing there. It's just the storyline that changes. Because you are fighting a constant battle against your violent, bloodthirsty tendencies,
Oh wow, interesting.
your dark urges.
So it definitely has a lot of replay value, is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. 100%. And if you're in the game and you don't like the class that you're playing, you can change it while you are in game.
Oh, so you don't even have to restart. That's
Yes.
cool.
That's
That is
exactly
pretty
it.
damn cool, actually.
Yeah, a lot of games don't do that. So that's
You just need to give 100 gold to a skeleton.
The more you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
definitely can't wait to test that game out.
When you get it, let me know.
Mhm.
I'll join you.
You can get it
Yeah.
on Steam if I'm not mistaken, right? Cool, because I'm re-downloading Steam. Apparently, I don't have Steam on my computer anymore, which is weird.
I think isn't it Steam and Xbox right now? Currently,
It's
that you
it's
can
out
get
on
it?
PlayStation.
Is it out on PlayStation? I might play it on PlayStation, honestly.
Okay, I'll have to wait if they ever get an Xbox version or eventually get.
It's
I
currently
don't
an
think
$80 game.
Holy shit! Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Fuck.
Well,
All right, I'm gonna have to wait
mind
on that
you,
one.
$79.99 Canadian.
Oh,
So
so then
like
it's about
$59.99 for you.
It's
Yeah, I was about
like
to
a
say.
$60 game. So
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably a $60 game. Then that makes sense.
Because fuck your currency.
Haha. Fuck you too, you Canadian son of a bitch. Go suck on some damn maple syrup, bitch.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, that's funny.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. Like I said, go suck on a dick.
Anyways,
Anywho, all right. So going from nerdy shit of nerdiest shit, we're gonna go to a different type of nerddom. WWE's The Edge is officially now casted as Aries in the Percy Jackson series that is going directly to Disney Plus. So,
Yeah. I don't know much about the Percy Jackson series aside from the movies that already came out.
hmm
But from what I've heard, they didn't do the book any justice.
No, they did not. I read the book series and I actually own the book series. I have
I
no
do
idea
too. I have them
where
down
it
here.
is at the moment, but an
No, they
odd
absolutely
choice.
blasted those damn movies.
Yeah.
I heard it was not
Having
well.
a WWE wrestler play Aries.
Is almost a match made in heaven. I'm just
Mm,
saying.
maybe like physique wise, because if I remember correctly, Aries did look like was described as kind of a bulky person, but personality wise, I think it's an odd choice. But who's to say I'm wrong? It's been a while since I've read the books, so I might have to give them a reread.
I plan on rereading them at some point. It's
Yeah.
just not on my it's not on my major to-do list. I'm actually trying to read through Lord of the Rings for the first time. So
Yeah. But you
Oh,
also
yeah.
have to take into consideration that they're already actors.
Mhm.
WWE stars are already actors.
Yeah.
And there's been several actors that have come out of the WWE onto the big screen, and that's become their career. Take
Mhm.
Dwayne Johnson, for example. John Cena is another one. Well, she wasn't WWE, but she was UFC, and that was why am I blanking on her name? She was in the Expendables.
Oh,
I
Ronda
don't-
Rousey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, actually it's $80 in the US too.
Well, get fucked.
Baldur's Gate is, yeah. Fuck you.
Wow.
Like I said, go suck on some maple syrup, you bitch. Go suck on some maple syrup and make sure you don't suck out one of your 3 remaining teeth from the hockey puck incident.
Don't worry, I won't, because it's only 2.
There you go. The fact that I'm just like saying, I'm just trying to think of like all the Canadian fucking stereotypes I can think of.
You haven't even touched on igloos or snow or moose yet. Come on, step
Because
up
I
your
know
game.
Igloo is severely overplayed. Moose, or as Jim Gaffigan used to say, moosin. Just yeah, moosin.
Well, if you want good Canadian comedy, well, good is subject to change. But check out Letterkenny.
Oh, I love Letterkenny. It's fucking hilarious.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
That is
Letterkenny
peak
oh,
Canadian humor.
100%. Yeah.
And actually, Letterkenny is shot in a city probably about 4 hours from me.
Oh, cool.
So.
So you could just go like fucking camera bomb one of their episodes.
Essentially, yeah.
Honestly, all you could do is just wear some overalls and you'll probably fit right in.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Like, who the hell are you? I
Oh,
don't
wouldn't you fucking like to know?
know.
Just
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
All
I
right.
just got told to come here.
All right. So going back to the Edge playing Aries. Honestly, not a terrible choice. I'm sure they'll make him look fine, and I'm pretty sure if Disney let him fucking get well. Never mind. That statement makes less sense now. Anyways. No, it's interesting. I am very curious to see how this series turns out because they did actually get younger actors to play the core three. So I am very excited about that. They're not just making another, oh, he's in high school when he was clearly in middle school in the first book.
Yeah.
Like, come
Like
on.
what they did with the Harry Potter series.
Yeah,
like,
but
in
Harry
the
Potter,
very-
they were like fourth grade though. They were like fourth or fifth grade.
Yeah, but still, they weren't
Oh yeah, no, they were young.
adults trying to play
Yeah.
teenagers
No,
or
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
yeah.
like 20-year-olds trying to pass off as middle schoolers. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
that was the other reason. That was the thing that was the problem I had with the Cirque du Freak movie, is they bumped them up to high school instead of like they were in like elementary school when the books went down.
Yeah.
Cirque du Freak got
Element-
dark.
I've
Yeah.
heard good things about that series. Never
Oh,
read
it's
it.
great.
Great
Highly
book
recommend it.
series. Yeah, definitely.
Highly recommend it.
recommend.
It's super easy to get sucked into as well. It
Mhm.
doesn't. None of the books ever get that long. I think the longest one is like 250 pages.
Yeah,
Maybe.
mine's
I'll
like,
get into them when I'm done with my Warhammer books.
There you go. That's gonna take you 10 years.
Yeah, which will be never.
Yeah, exactly my point.
The
yeah,
Horus
Anyway.
Heresy has 64 books in it as of February this year.
Jesus.
oh shit.
Yeah, this is why I'm afraid and / don't want to get into Warhammer. It's too much
Yeah.
damn lore.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping the series does the books justice because
Oh,
from
me too.
what I'm understanding, each season's going to be each book.
Yeah, and
From
I love
my
that
understanding?
idea. That's
Yeah, that's absolutely how it should be for a lot of things.
Mhm.
exactly. It's kind of like with the Harry Potter series. They said they're going to do the same thing. Each
Yeah.
series is going to be one book. Each
Mhm.
season is going to, which does mean that you're ultimately going to limit yourself. Which I'm sure if these series do great, then of course they'll come up with some cockamamie bullshit that they can figure out how to stretch it out even further. But
100%.
just don't. That's
But
all
when
I
it
ask.
comes to things like Lord of the Rings, for example, or Percy Jackson or Harry Potter, they're already loved series.
Exactly.
They already
Oh, yeah.
have a massive fandom. So they don't need to do anything to stretch out. They could make
No.
each season 20 episodes long and people
Let
would be
us
like,
not
yes.
forget. Let us not forget, because Disney is doing Percy Jackson. Let us not forget how they failed Artemis Fowl. A moment of silence.
Never watched it.
Don't. It's god awful.
It's like what they did, because one of my favorite book series is The Mortal Instruments. So City of
they
Bones,
really
Ashes,
I don't
fucked
think I
that.
watched them.
Yeah. There was
And
a
then-
show that came out there though, but I heard it was,
Shadowhunters.
yeah, I heard Shadowhunters was good.
No.
The show. No? Oh, okay.
If you never read the books, the show is fantastic.
Yeah.
But if you read the books, it is god awful.
Yeah.
For the sole fact that. So I'm all for people taking editor liberties, artist liberties, all that kind of stuff. Like, change a character a little bit to better fit the story.
Right.
But don't completely rewrite the character. And one of the
Yeah.
characters in it, Lucius Gray, he is a bookshop owner. He lives above the bookshop. He's described as this tall, lanky, like curly mop of a head, brown hair. He's described as a lanky-looking white guy with glasses.
Yeah, I think
And
that all
So Milo Thatch from
yes,
Atlantis. Okay.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
But
Gotcha.
in the Shadowhunters series, he is a penthouse-owning black detective.
Mhm.
Which,
Interesting.
if they made him black, I don't care. I don't care about that. But that is the entire aspect of the character, is that the bookshop is Clary, the main protagonist. That is her safe area. That's where she goes to get away from the world.
Okay.
She can lose herself in the book. She can talk to Luke, which is his nickname, who has been like a father figure for her whole life.
Mhm.
But they completely gutted that and added this in, which is my complaint about it.
I think that's just that boils down goes back to the fact of books versus film.
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
They always tweak something that the fans are definitely not gonna like from that was in the books and never got to see in either a TV
So
adaptation or a movie adaptation
there
of
are
said series.
elements that I can understand. Like look at Lord of the Rings, look at Harry Potter. Because as the books went on in Harry Potter, obviously they got bigger. So you
Mhm.
obviously had to cut out storylines. And they still kept the main beats close enough that it makes
Yeah.
that's why I would say Harry Potter does such a good job.
Mhm.
Whereas Lord of the Rings is the same thing. There's so many side characters and so much backstory and lore into this. It's like, okay, what's the main focus that we should focus on? Like, what is the main thing? And everybody's like, well, then you have the extended editions. They should have added. It's like, look, they can't. Every movie can't be 5 hours long.
Mhm.
No, they only
Yeah.
shot so much.
And that's what TV series are for.
Exactly, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why I think I heard that Amazon wants to make a Lord of the Rings TV series. For the love of God, do not. But
They are making Warhammer series, and they're giving
Henry Cavill,
everything to Henry Cavill.
yeah,
They
he's going to be
said,
the producer
"We
and
want
showrunner.
we want nothing to do with it. We will fund it. You
Yeah.
make it."
We're funding it. You make it until
Yeah.
it becomes popular. Then we start messing around with it. We're gonna like EA in that way. But yeah, no.
But yeah,
I
so
am
the guy
excited.
that they had that played Lucian Greymark is his name. I just googled it.
Yeah.
Was Isaiah Mustafa, the guy that did the Old Spice commercials,
Okay.
like the black guy that did the Old Spice commercials and everything.
Milo
Like,
Thatch.
like I would understand. Like I could accept it.
Stanfield would have been a better choice.
Like I could accept it if they made it like he was a good-looking, muscular, darker-skinned individual. I could understand that and I could accept
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Mhm.
But
Right.
not.
No, they ruined the character.
So this is the
basically.
character. This is how he should be. This is what we're making.
Yeah. Like honestly, just
Gee,
based off
that
of your
sounds
description, if
familiar
you're
of
gonna
what's
race
going
change
on
him,
in a certain movie that we don't talk about.
I'm lost. Which one are we talking about?
The one that's been on heat for a long ass for a while now.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah. We don't talk about that. But
Exactly.
no, I was gonna say, like, honestly, based off of your description that you gave, if they were gonna race swap him, you could have gotten Lakeith Stanfield. He would have been a good
So
choice.
this is the description from the book.
Yeah.
Luke is ragged looking with blue eyes and brown uneven hair. He is tall with square shoulders and a slightly stooped posture. Luke also wears glasses and often wears flannel shirts.
Yeah, you could have race swapped him for that. Like you could
Oh,
have
100%.
Yeah, you could have gotten Lakeith Stanfield. You know who I'm talking about when I say that, right?
I think so.
You remember the movie Get Out?
Yeah.
Remember the guy who said Get Out?
1 second.
I
I have
think
this
I remember.
lovely little thing
I think
called
I remember.
Google.
I think I
You'll
remember
look
who
at
you're
him and you'll
talking
probably
about,
see it. Yeah, no. He was also the lead in this last Haunted Mansion movie.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting, but yeah, it's
Oh, Lakeith Stanfield?
Lakeith Stanfield.
Okay,
Lakeith is
yeah.
all one word. Yeah. Look at him, and you would be like, oh yeah, no. If you're gonna race swap him, go ahead and do that.
100%. He would be a perfect fit.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. No.
to completely gut a character and a very, very core character of the series, to completely make him this,
yeah,
like it doesn't make sense to me.
No. Isaiah Mustafa. Anyways, I had nothing against the guy. The guy was actually really good, but
yeah,
it's a weird choice. It just seemed like miscasting in the heaviest sense of the word. Anyways, so back onto Percy Jackson. So
Rewind.
I'm still waiting to see who we're gonna get to play the big three, which is obviously we already have Aries. I'm waiting for Hades, Zeus, and Poseidon.
I mean, do we want to make some hopes for it?
I would hope that they get what's his name that played Jaime Lannister to play Zeus.
okay.
I don't remember his
He'd be
name.
a really good
I could
choice.
see it.
Yeah,
see
Jaime
it.
Lannister as Zeus. Now for Poseidon,
Nikolaj Coster.
Yeah, Nikolaj Coster.
Coster. Sorry.
Yeah. So he's a good choice. And then for Poseidon, I would either take Kit Harington or I would take the original Percy Jackson actor. Maze Runner
Mhm.
Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he would
Yeah,
be
I could
cool.
see Kit Harington.
I could definitely see Kit Harington playing Poseidon. Now, of course, everybody wants Johnny Depp to play Aries. I wouldn't necessarily go for him. I
No.
think personally, and this is going to sound weird, but then when you really think about it, it makes sense. Sacha Baron Cohen would be a really interesting Aries.
Interesting.
Borat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Borat.
I think he could pull off the Hades look.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think he definitely can.
Honestly, I kind of like Shannon Jackson, who played Hades, who already played Hades in the Descendants 3 film. I think he did really good as Hades.
Okay.
Or
So
even the guy that plays Lucifer in the Lucifer series.
He'd be
that
interesting,
would
but
be
that'd
cool.
be
He would be
Tom
cool as
Tom
Hades.
Ellis. I think
Yeah.
his name Tom Ellis. Yeah, he'd be a really good choice. No, I think personally, ooh, this is an interesting choice.
Honestly, I would love James Woods to come back, but he's sadly too
Well, no,
old.
this is Percy Jackson. James Woods played Hercules, Ares, or he played Hercules, Hades.
I know. I'm just saying, if they brought him to
Oh, yeah.
actually play Hades,
Oh, that'd be
again,
fun. That could be
that
fun.
would be fun.
Yeah,
It would be
that
fun,
would be
but
fun. Absolutely, yeah.
he's a
No, he's
little too
way too
old
old.
for
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Which
he's
is
way too old.
why, yeah. But it'd be cool
I
to
think he
see him.
retired from acting too.
Yeah, I just think it'd be cool to see him as a live action version of Hades.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I'm not going to deny that from you. No, I think personally a really good choice for Hades. I think Sacha Baron Cohen's a good choice because I feel like he could definitely bring something to it. Johnny
Mhm.
Depp's obviously a really good choice if you're going to go for like a rocker kind of Hades, which I think is how
Yeah.
he's described in the books. Anyways, he's kind of like an aged rocker.
Yeah, he's like a punk rock, almost
Yeah.
like metal type.
So hear me out, Jack Black.
Okay.
Think about it. Think about it. It makes sense. It almost makes too much sense because we saw how intimidating he actually can be in the Super Mario Brothers movie, but we also saw how funny he could be.
See, my only thing with Jack Black is, no, this is nothing against people of similar stature, but when I think of people that like the big three,
Mm-hmm. You think
Zeus,
Greek
Poseidon,
chiseled gods, basically.
yes, exactly,
Okay.
like the body of our Olympian bodybuilders.
Fair enough. So
That's what I think of.
I think Jack play Mr. D, Dionysus.
Oh,
the campus
Dionysus.
one.
Yes.
Perfect. Absolutely
No,
Only other
perfect.
person I would love as Dionysus would be get Wallace Shawn. He'd be hilarious. He'd be really, really good.
For me personally, like, yes, Jack Black. Also, if they could, Josh Gad would be an interesting Dionysus.
I don't disagree with you. However, hold on one second. Let me look up his name because I like this guy. He's popping up in a lot of other stuff. He played Perito in Last Wish.
Okay, I
So
think I've seen that switch. It's been a
before you jump to that, I'm just
Puss in
gonna.
Boots, the Puss in Boots Last Wish. His name is
I haven't watched that one
Harvey
yet.
Gillian. Harvey Gillian.
So the
Okay.
way that, so like how we were talking about the big three before you jump into that,
Yeah.
Google is my best friend for many things. Just quick search of the big three with their appearances and everything and how it's described.
Okay, yeah, I can see him. I can see him playing
Zeus
Dionysus.
is described as very tall, imposing, and very muscular, with shoulder-length black hair and gray and black neatly trimmed beard.
In the books, in the Percy Jackson books.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, Kit Harington could fit that. Honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a really good choice. Get Kit Harington.
And then so Hades is described as very tall, imposing, very muscular god with albino white skin, intense black eyes that glitter like frozen tar, and were either the eyes of a genius or a madman, and with a mesmerizing evil charisma and shoulder-length black hair.
Who played the Sandman in the Sandman series?
Oh God, I don't remember, but he could
fit it.
He has to bulk up quite a bit.
Oh well, yeah, obviously he would definitely have to bulk up a little bit, but no, I think that's a really good choice.
That would be Tom Sturridge.
Yeah, Tom Sturridge.
Tom
Yeah,
Sturridge.
Tom Sturridge. He'd be a good
Yep.
choice.
Okay, he would be interesting. He would be an
Boyd
interesting choice.
Holbrook, however, would be an interesting. I would like to see him as Aries or him as Hades. I think he'd be a good choice.
My only
Mhm.
issue with Tom Sturridge,
Uh-huh.
it seems like a lot of the actors that we want for these roles are named Tom.
It does, doesn't it?
He gives too much of the pretty boy vibe, in my opinion.
That is true.
Like very chiseled jaw, but very small pursed lips.
Okay.
Like it's
Yeah. Fair enough. Actually, I'll give you that. So, how about Stephen Amell would be an interesting choice. I think he could pull off Aries or Hades.
Stephen Amell, maybe.
Green Arrow.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he
Okay,
could.
yeah, I would say him more for Poseidon than Hades.
Yeah, I could
see
that.
Poseidon. Yeah,
Or
No,
even
definitely.
so the description I have of Poseidon here is tall, handsome, powerful yet gentle, has black hair, a neatly trimmed black beard, deep tan, and sea green eyes.
Chris Hemsworth with a hair dye.
Or even what's
Chris
his
Evans
name?
with a hair dye.
Chris Evans with a hair dye. Yeah. Chris Pratt with hair dye.
No, not Chris Pratt. I don't think that
Oh.
would work.
I think somebody that could pull it off would be what's his name?
Movie. Give me a movie or show that he was in.
Alan Richson, the guy that plays Reacher from the Amazon Reacher series.
He would be a really good choice, actually. Yeah. No, I like that choice. That's a really good
Because he
choice.
is a very big dude.
He is, yeah.
Mhm.
And he's really well built too.
Yeah, like
No. Actually, I think he would be a good Zeus, honestly.
yeah, like
He'd be perfect as Zeus.
Yeah, I could see that.
I still think Kit Harington, if he bulked up a little bit, he would be a really good Poseidon.
Like Alan Richson's 6'2".
Yeah.
But again, movie magic can make him bigger.
Oh well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
No. I definitely think the idea of possibly getting like Kit Harington would be an
And
interesting.
Jason Momoa could play perfect Poseidon.
That's true,
Yeah.
but then everybody would be like, "Oh, what is he just going to stick with ocean characters now?"
Yeah, that's kind of the shtick with it. But
Yeah,
Jason Momoa as Chiron would be interesting.
Jason Momoa's Chiron. Ooh, that would
The
be interesting.
Centaur. So that would be
Yeah.
an interesting take.
No, I'll tell you a good one. Fucking what's his name? Because Chiron's supposed to be kind of older.
Mhm.
Who played? Fuck, he was just in a movie that I just saw. Last Voyager of the Demeter.
I have no idea.
Hold on. Liam Cunningham.
Okay.
That name sounds familiar.
Or
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Liam Cunningham. I think he would be a really good Chiron. He's got that voice.
I believe he played Chiron in the movies. I don't remember, but
No, that was Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan played him in the movie.
Okay. Anthony Head, he was originally Giles in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer series.
For Chiron?
For Chiron. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think he's a good choice. He would be a good choice.
Because Chiron is portrayed as the wise older man. And that's what he kind of was when he played Giles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
And also he's supposed
so
to
was
be
Liam Cunningham in Game of Thrones. He was a wise older man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right,
so that would be a good choice.
For Chiron. Here we're hearing him out.
Liam Neeson.
Okay,
like he'd ever do it. Like he'd ever
I just had a
do it.
wonderful idea for Hades. Keanu Reeves.
Ooh, that actually is a good idea.
That's a good
really
idea.
Good one.
And it just came to my mind because I watched Matrix over at work the other day. So
fair enough. Yeah,
okay,
no,
he
that's
would
really
make an
choice.
interesting Hades. I do not deny that. He would be interesting.
Now, here's the only person I want you to bring back from the original movies. If you do not bring back Nathan Fillion as fucking Hermes, I'm going to stab people. I don't care how old he is. Bring back Nathan Fillion. He was the best part of the second movie. You can blow me.
No, I actually did like him as Aries. Yeah.
Also,
I like
for Athena, Charlize Theron.
Okay.
Cannot prove me wrong. Charlize Theron.
It'd be interesting.
Did you even hear what I said, Locke?
No, I didn't.
For Athena, Charlize Theron.
He has to look it up now.
He has to.
Yep.
hmm But yeah,
Fuck, what was her name in Mad Max?
I don't remember.
Furiosa.
Okay. Yeah,
Furiosa. Yeah.
just give me movies with characters, and I can. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier. I'm that way too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Percy Jackson, I'm definitely excited for it.
100%. Yeah.
Cautious a little bit because of everything going on.
I like the
But-
casting so far. The casting is good so far.
is good. I like the fact that they're using younger kids to play the main three characters.
And if you want to get an idea for how the kid who's playing Percy acts, check out the Adam Project on Netflix.
I've
that was
thought
actually-
about watching it.
It's actually really good.
It's
I'd
a good
recommend it.
movie.
I've
It's
seen
a
clips
really
of
good
it,
movie.
and
It's a
that's
solid
what
movie.
Made me want
He
to
does
see
he does a really good impression of Ryan Reynolds, like as a kid.
Mhm.
But he doesn't like overdo it throughout the whole movie. Like there's only a couple of points where he really does it.
Yeah, which is
See,
cool.
when I think
and I like
of
that.
I think of Charlize Theron. I get like a mix of Kate Beckinsale and Ruby Rose.
I feel that.
Yeah,
Actually, who would we get to play Aphrodite? That would be a good choice. That's an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if we see Aphrodite in the first book. Do
We don't. But I'm just talking about. Well, we don't see Dionysus till the second book.
But Jack Black would make a perfect Dionysus.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Drunken party animal?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
If he was
so
still alive,
fucking
John Belushi would be a good choice.
Yep.
John
Yeah.
Belushi would be a good choice.
Yeah,
Rest
if he was
in
still
peace.
kicking. If he was still kicking, man.
Wait, I don't remember. Did we get an actress for Medusa for this one? Because I know we're supposed to see Medusa.
Oh, do not get
I-
Uma Thurman again. She was
Yeah.
no.
Whenever
No,
I think of Uma Thurman, I just think of Fall Out Boy.
No, here's the perfect one for Medusa, and this is gonna make perfect sense. Kylie Jenner. Locke hates me for how much that makes sense, doesn't it?
There's the door.
Actually, there's the door right here.
There's a door right here.
Yeah.
So
Don't let
Hey,
it hit you on the way
you can
out.
hate me, but you know that makes sense.
yeah, shut up.
No,
Just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct.
no. You should have just stopped at just because you're right, and then that's it.
No, I
Yeah.
can't let you have the win.
Yeah. No.
All right
but-
then. So we're gonna go ahead and go into our final topic for the night, unless we have any thoughts, comments, concerns on the Edge being casted as Aries in this series.
No, I got nothing.
Leon,
Yeah. I think we talked much about the Percy Jackson series as
Possibly
we
can.
It's like it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. I'm excited for it. Cautious but excited.
yeah, absolutely. I'm right there with you, man. I'm cautiously excited about it, even though I got rid of my Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Disney. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go into our final topic for the night. The game Black Myth Wukong released on Steam and Epic Games, and this looks like a fucking banger. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This game looks like fun.
hmm
When I first saw the trailers for it, I'm like, no, there's no way this is gonna be real. They're just fucking with us.
Yeah,
And
it honestly
then
gives me Ghost of Tsushima vibes a little bit.
it came back, and I'm just, oh
Yeah,
yes.
I'm just looking at like kind of like the similar setting and somewhat the gameplay style. I definitely get Ghost of Tsushima vibes, and
yeah.
I've actually been playing that a
Yeah.
lot lately, so it's a lot of fun. I like it.
Yeah, when I first started working in security,
Mhm.
the site that I was at, I could bring my PlayStation in,
That's awesome.
Nice.
play games all night long. So I burned through Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I actually just got the director's cut like a couple weeks ago.
It was
Fun.
fantastic.
Yeah. I never got to play the original version on PS4, but I got the director's cut for PS5. So it was on sale for like $30 brand new. I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not
Mhm.
thinking on this. Hell no. So,
Yeah. If you've heard it's a good game, pick it up, right? But yeah, it's interesting. It does look really amazing. I do say so. I do say that it looks amazing.
No, yeah, no, 100%.
And
I'm
like,
definitely I love the mythology behind it too.
And like, there's so much to the mythology of Sun Wukong and the Chinese dynasty that is all around that mythology that you can do so much with it. There's so much potential. There's so much variation between things. Like,
Yeah.
are they going to have Wukong be the kind of playful trickster that he is portrayed in one story, or is he going to be the all-powerful warrior that's portrayed in another, or is it going to be a mixture of the two?
I think you could do a mixture of the two.
Like, I think that would
If
make for
you-
really interesting gameplay. Like, you have quick quips like you would in like the Deadpool games, where you have the all-powerful like combat, but like, I shouldn't say all-powerful, but the very
Like God of War-esque.
Yeah, God of War, or the where you are fighting monstrous beings that you don't hold a candle to like you would in the Dark Souls series. Because they could have it where he's young and he's just starting out, or he's been in battle for years already. So, or even you could start out at the prologue where you are young. This happens, and now you're here as the main game. There's a lot of
I can see
potential
that.
to it.
Definitely to portray the mythos of it. Definitely, I would think probably a combination of the two, of the quick whim but badass warrior, would be the most accurate way to do the mythology.
Oh yeah. No, I think that this game, you can definitely do a lot with this game for sure. Love the gameplay style, love how it looks for sure as well, and definitely with the mythology behind this particular. I'm assuming he's a god, right?
Wukong is.
I don't remember.
He's a monkey born from a stone that trains in Taoism and gets supernatural abilities.
Okay.
To put it very, very, very briefly.
Okay.
Okay.
Wikipedia here. The Monkey King, simplified as Sun Wukong, is best known as one of the main characters in the 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West, and many later stories and adaptations. In said novel, Sun Wukong is a monkey born from a stone who acquires supernatural powers through Taoist practices. After rebelling against heaven, he is imprisoned under a mountain by the Buddha. After 500 years, he accompanies the monk Tang Sanzang riding on a white dragon horse, and two other disciples, Zhu Baji and Sha Wujing. I'm probably completely butchering these names, but I'm not a Chinese speaker. On a journey to obtain Buddhist sutras from the West, India, where Buddha and his followers dwell.
Interesting. So I wonder if they're going to follow something along that storyline. And we lost Christian. Well, interesting. Wonder how that happened. What was that? Someone dropping
nothing.
things?
Yes.
You're good. What happened? I don't know.
But just going off on it here real quick. It's just that he has godlike capabilities. And
there we go.
And he's back. He's now in the bottom where he belongs. Never mind. That's where I am now. Fuck.
So, are we still recording? Holy shit,
Yes.
we are. So sorry about that. My Google Chrome just randomly fucking crashed.
Well, your problem is that you're using Google Chrome.
Fuck you.
It eats all of your RAM, and you can't tell me.
I'm using Google Chrome right now, and it's working fine for me.
I'm also got an Ethernet connection as well. So
full on
Ethernet
wireless.
doesn't control your RAM. But anyways, we were talking about Sun Wukong, and he is a godlike being. He has superhuman strength, like says here, has amazing strength and is able to support the weight of 2 heaven mountains on his shoulders while running with the speed of a meteor. He is extremely fast, able to travel 54,000 kilometers or 34,000 miles in one somersault. Has vast memorization skills and can remember every monkey ever born. As a king of the monkeys, it's his duty to keep track of and protect every monkey. He also acquires the 72 earthly transformations, which allow him to turn into 72 unique. Well, it's access 72 unique powers, including the ability to transform into animals and objects. Skilled fighter, capable of defeating the best warriors of heaven. His hair has magical properties. Capable of making copies of himself or transforming into various weapons, animals, and other things. He also shows partial weather manipulation skills and can stop people in place with fixing magic. So he is a god in every right without being labeled as a god.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
And it's
So yeah. Yeah, I've heard some stories about the Monkey King. I've seen a couple different adaptations through movies and TV and
There's
whatnot.
3 movies, actually. The third one came out in 2018. They're all live action, by the way.
The one I liked, it's a Netflix original series, The Legend of the Monkey King, on
I
Netflix.
remember seeing that around there.
And I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. It was an odd concept for the way the story with what they were going with in that story, but it was still good. It was still great. Had good comedy, had good action.
Yeah.
And I think it stayed pretty true to the mythos.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I got nothing else to say about this game. You guys?
not much. Like, there's a lot of I have a lot of hope for it. There's a lot of potential there.
Oh,
and they can do a lot of things with it, but it all comes down to with what they're willing to do and how much they want to put in, how true they want to stay, how much they want to deviate.
Right.
So
I do hope they do try to stay close to the mythos as possible, and not just like bring some random ass shit that has never been heard through any of the mythology of the Monkey King before.
Yeah.
like I do, but I don't, because
I'm okay with like a new storyline that we haven't heard of before. I'm okay with that. But like with his supernatural powers and everything like that, what that we've already known the Monkey King to have would be a little awkward, I think.
yeah, and like I'm all for like if they want to add like completely change things, like I'm okay with that personally, for the sole fact that one second.
Yeah.
Sir, we've been hearing that all night. Would you like to not fucking take 10 years to respond to
Yeah,
something?
you want to bite me?
I will fly up there and do it myself.
But anyways, so spoilers, God of War for the PS4 came out in 2018. Don't give a shit. The whole aspect, like, it goes into Norse mythology. And in Norse mythology, you find out in the end of God of War that your son Atreus, the name that was supposed to be given to him by
His
the
mother.
mother is Loki.
Yeah.
But if you go through the actual mythology, Loki was not that. He didn't have the father of that who was once a god of war in the Greek pantheon. And so they added a twist to it while still staying true to a lot of it, like how you have Magni and Modi, who are the sons of Zeus, and Zeus is married to, I mean, not Zeus, Thor. I knew what I meant. And Thor is married to, I don't remember her name because she's not important. But
Jane
Zeus,
Foster.
Yes. But Zeus is the wizened old man. He's strong, but he doesn't look it. And you have somebody like Heimdall who sees all and is a very proficient fighter and all that kind of stuff. They added the twist to it to make it fit and feel like it belongs in that story, which is what they very well could do with this game. Will they do
you
it?
could definitely.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could definitely do something interesting with it when it comes to the lore, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. But that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah, I'd say
All
so.
right. So, this has been the Snodacast, episode 23, if I'm not mistaken. And I've been joined by... I'm your host, BlackShip56. I have been joined by DJ Lionheart, a.k.a. Leon.
Stay nerdy.
Hey, it feels negative without you, Leon. Anyways, and of course, we were also joined by Locke.
Get fucked.
Yeah, fuck you too, you Canadian son of a bitch. Go suck on some goddamn stones out of the Great River or something. I don't fucking know. Anyways. We were also joined by the Hungry Hufflepuff, aka Ali, and as well as Gallows, the Hawaiian shirt clad one himself, aka Thomas. And, well, my thing is I gotta say, what do keys do? And I've been BlackShip56. This has been Snodacast. We will see you all later.
Bye.